So this is a super exciting ministry, Leah, and I am excited to learn about it. Tell me what church you are speaking to us from and what inspired this, how you got started, and if you want to take it from there.
Okay, my name's Leah Ducato Rudolph. I'm from Pittsburgh originally. Now I live near Scranton in Clark Summit. I'm a member of Covenant Presbyterian Church, where I got involved with our circle called Covenant Community Connections. And what we do is we take our service a step further. We try to engage everybody in our community in service projects or educational topics such as gift of life, recycling, sustainable living. But to back up, in the summer of 2019, I heard about this project about creating plastic ground cover mats for the homeless out of
Wow.
plastic bags. This is 3 feet by 6 feet. It's about the size of a sleeping bag. It was being done at a different local library, and I'm in a group at Abington Community Library that knits and crochets for charities. So I thought this would be a great thing to do. I try to be as environmentally conscious as I can, and I can crochet, and I'm retired. So I'll put all those things together. I was a good candidate for this. So a friend of mine showed me the pattern, how to do it. And beginning in August of 2019, I started creating them. Initially, I gave them to her and they went to a veterans home in Wilkes-Barre. Then I found out that we have Keystone Rescue Mission in Scranton. They've accepted them. And now the Center for Community Outreach in Scranton absolutely wants them and is accepting them. And I'm proud to say I have done in that time span almost over 300 of these mats myself. But it takes a lot of work.
It sounds to me that almost any community would have an organization that could use these, right?
Yes,
So anybody
absolutely.
could call their various agencies that assist people that are going through times of distress and find a place that could really, really use these. Is that fair?
Exactly. And that in my notes on plarn making and mat making, that's one of my edicts. I say, first thing, make sure you have an organization to deliver them to, and that they're willing to accept multiple. That's why I was glad to find the Center for Community Outreach, because Keystone Rescue Mission had so many of my mats saved for winter to hand out, and their space is an issue.
Sure.
If you think space is an issue with a rolled mat wrapped or a carry strap, you ought to try saving 700 bags per mat.
Did you start off with a group at your church? Did you start this ministry that way, gathering together, and then did you spin off on your own? Or
I started on my own, and then I started asking for bags, and then the different friends and neighbors would give me bags to give me material. Then I started teaching a few friends how to make the plarn. And then in the fall of, that was in fall of 2019, my church circle said, let's have an open house and invite the public to come in to see what we're doing, because they were saving bags for me and they all wanted to know how to make the plarn. So we had about 50 people attend a workshop in February of 2019 at my church. And since then, people that have attended are bringing bags in, taking bags home, bringing back plarn or strips. And now I have a couple of other members that are also helping me crochet.
And how long, I mean, this is probably hard to gauge since you're not just sitting down and making one start to finish, but what's your best estimate of how long it takes to make one of these?
I would estimate it takes approximately 20 hours to cut and roll plarn. And it takes anywhere, I can do a mat like that in 6 hours, but I would say probably 6 to 10 hours to just crochet it. So we're looking at 30 hours per mat, but you're saving 600 to 700 bags from floating around, going into the ocean, whatever, for the environment. And I personally do recycle. When I show you how to cut them, I save all my scraps and those are recycled. They're not just put in garbage. Well,
Thank you so much, Leah. I really appreciate your time today. What else? Is there anything else you'd like to share in this process or about your
we've got-
ministry?
we've gotten a lot of positive publicity from television to newspaper articles about this ministry. And I want to share, like, my total feeling on the subject is that it's a satisfying effort on many levels and a way to use our own times and talents for the benefit of others. And James 2:14-18 starts out, what does it profit, my brethren, if someone says he has faith and does not have works? And you can read the rest of the passage. And I think this is a very good way to put our faith into action, whether you save and deliver the bags to those that cut them, to those that make the plarn, to those that crochet. It's benefiting others. And I think that's really the whole point of this.